The Young and the Restless spoilers Monday, September 22nd. Tracy and Kane connect, Tessa and Daniel bond, Billy's meltdown. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for Monday, September 22nd, 2025. In the next episode, fans can expect Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, and Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, to reconnect. Meanwhile, Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, opens up to Daniel Romalotti, Jr., Michael Grisady. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers here. Tracy Abbott returns. Let's start off with the most exciting news. Tracy is finally coming back. We will see her in Monday's episode, but she will have a surprising reconnection. It is stated that Kane and Tracy reconnect. Now, these two were once friends, right before Kane's exit in 2019. In fact, a romance was teased, even though it never came to fruition, so it'll be interesting to see Kane and Tracy interact. Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of Y&R. Tessa Porter opens up. Over with Daniel, he is baffled by Mariah Copeland's, Cameron Grimes, special request. The man thinks that Mariah is going to be gone for a long time, or is planning to, at least. The man also warned Mariah not to make any stupid moves and that she didn't appear to be healing. Will Daniel tell Tessa about the meeting with Mariah? The singer does open up to Daniel, but will she tell him about Mariah's confession? If Daniel tells Tessa that it sounded like Mariah was going away for a while, that could open the door for something new. Of course, Tessa might feel guilty about moving on since Mariah tried to kill a man. Billy Abbott's shocking threat. The Young and the Restless spoilers from Monday, September 22nd reveal that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, makes a shocking threat. Is he so cocky that he will get in Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, face? Is this a business threat, or a deadly one? In any case, Billy really seems to be spiraling and losing everyone in his corner. Billy didn't have that many allies to begin with, but now he's lost Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope. Plus, with Kane's plans to use Billy as a scapegoat, how can everyone stay quiet about this? No matter what people think of Billy, he could end up in prison instead of with revenge and power. Monday, September 22nd, 2025. There is also Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, who invited Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, on a trip to Los Angeles with him. However, could something traumatic happen on their innocent getaway? Monday's episode of The Young and the Restless is setting the stage for some emotional shakeups, heartfelt connections, and one very explosive meltdown. Genoa City will be buzzing as old wounds are reopened, unlikely allies find comfort in one another, and one man spirals closer to the edge than ever before. Let's break it all down. Tracy and Kane connect in an unexpected way. Tracy Abbott is known as the heart of the Abbott family. Compassionate, level-headed, and always ready with a kind word when someone needs it most. This week, she crosses paths with Kane Ashby, who has been quietly struggling with questions about his place in Genoa City. Kane has been feeling like an outsider for months, especially after his complicated romantic history and the fallout of past mistakes. When Kane runs into Tracy at Crimson Lights, it's not just small talk. Tracy notices immediately that he's carrying a heavy burden. The two sit down over coffee, and Kane opens up about feeling like he's lost his identity. He confesses he's been thinking about leaving town, starting over somewhere new where people don't know his past. Instead of judging him, Tracy reminds Kane of his worth as a father, a friend, and a man who has fought hard to grow. She gently encourages him to face what he's running from instead of disappearing. There's a warmth in the scene that fans of both characters will appreciate. This connection could even pave the way for more heartfelt moments between them down the line, as Tracy may become a guiding voice for Kane when he needs it most. Tessa and Daniel find common ground. Over at the GCAC, Tessa Porter is taking a breather from the chaos of her music career. With Mariah busy dealing with work obligations and baby Aria, Tessa finds herself needing someone to talk to. She unexpectedly bumps into Daniel Romalotti Jr., who is also looking for a distraction from the complicated situation surrounding Heather and Lucy. The two share drinks and start swapping stories about their struggles, balancing dreams, relationships, and parenthood. Daniel admits he sometimes feels like he's failing to give Lucy the stability she deserves, while Tessa opens up about the pressure of being a new mom and still keeping her passion for music alive. What begins as casual conversation turns into a surprisingly deep moment of bonding. Tessa encourages Daniel not to be too hard on himself, reminding him that kids need love more than perfection. Daniel, in turn, tells Tessa that she shouldn't feel guilty for still wanting to chase her creative goals. This scene is likely to resonate with fans because it highlights two characters who don't always interact but share a mutual understanding of life's challenges. It may also leave Mariah and Heather raising an eyebrow later if they sense the growing emotional connection between Daniel and Tessa. Could this be the start of a more complicated storyline? Or just a genuine friendship Genoa City needs? Billy's meltdown sends shockwaves through Chancellor Winters. While Tracy and Kane are connecting and Daniel and Tessa are bonding, Billy Abbott is heading toward a full-blown crisis. Monday's episode will showcase Billy's simmering frustration at Chancellor Winters reaching a boiling point. Jill Abbott has been pushing Billy to step up, take charge, and make bolder moves at the company. But Billy is feeling the weight of everyone's expectations. When Devon and Lily question one of Billy's impulsive business decisions, Billy doesn't just defend himself. His temper flares during a tense boardroom meeting, and he delivers a fiery monologue about never being taken seriously, always being seen as the Abbott family screw-up. The meltdown shocks his colleagues and even leaves Lily stunned. Instead of calming down after the meeting, Billy storms out of the office, leaving everyone wondering whether he's on the verge of walking away from the company entirely. Viewers who have watched Billy's history of struggles, from gambling addiction to impulsive decision-making, will see this as a troubling sign that he may be heading for another downward spiral. The fallout from this could lead to major drama in both his professional and personal life, especially with Chelsea and Johnny potentially caught in the crossfire if Billy's emotions continue to spin out of control. Family ties and future fallout. Monday's episode won't just be about individual characters. It's about how these emotional beats ripple through Genoa City. Tracy may now feel compelled to check in more often with Kane, which could lead to a deeper friendship or even a romance if the writers choose to take it there. Tessa's conversation with Daniel might not mean trouble for Mariah right away, but any bond that grows too close could stir up jealousy or lead to difficult conversations about boundaries and trust. As for Billy, his meltdown will force everyone at Chancellor Winters to re-evaluate whether he's truly ready to be in a leadership position. Jill will likely weigh in soon, which could make matters worse. And if Billy quits or is forced out, that could ignite a whole new feud between the Abbott family and the Winters clan. Why this episode matters. Soap fans know that episodes like this are never just filler. They plant seeds for storylines that can grow into major arcs in the coming weeks. Tracy's encouragement may be the first step in Kane reclaiming his confidence. Tessa and Daniel's bond may spark future drama if Mariah or Heather misinterpret the friendship. And Billy's explosion could be the turning point that sends him either toward redemption or self-destruction. Monday's Young and the Restless promises to deliver emotional depth and character development, which long-time viewers love. There's something satisfying about seeing characters stripped down to their vulnerabilities. Kane feeling lost, Tessa needing reassurance, Daniel searching for direction, and Billy fighting against the very reputation he's been trying to outrun for years. Final thoughts. In true Genoa City fashion, Monday's episode is about connection. Whether it's comforting, encouraging, or chaotic. Tracy and Kane's conversation is likely to be a fan-favorite moment, showing that healing is possible even for the most bruised hearts. Tessa and Daniel's chat could either remain a sweet moment of mutual understanding, or turn into a spark that sets off more complicated drama later. And Billy's meltdown will no doubt dominate discussions among fans, as everyone wonders whether he's headed for redemption or ruin. If you've been waiting for the Young and the Restless to bring back the emotional, character-driven storytelling that makes the show shine, this Monday's episode might just be the one to watch closely, because the ripple effects of these moments could shape Genoa City for weeks to come.